YouTubing.
There we are.
And we're on.
Here we is.
Here we are.
Here we is.
All right, let's get that intro
All
in.
right, let's do it.
Hey, everybody. This is 80s music video and fashion model Lori Tucker, and you are listening to the D&D Dynamite 80s with your awesome hosts, DC and DH.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee, you are listening to the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast with your hosts, DC and DH. So, guys, take it away.
All right.
Take it
all
one
right,
time.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. I'm DH.
I am DC.
And we're here to take another fantastic look back at all things 80s. DC, how was your week, brother?
It's going well. How about yourself?
Oh man, another good weekend. Heading into the books again. Another good week.
Absolutely.
We'll just keep them rolling. Hey, listen,
That's
we
right.
had a little technical difficulty with our guest tonight, but you know what? The show must go on.
The
So
show
we're going
goes
to continue on.
Yeah.
So for all those folks out there that was hoping to see a guest tonight, sorry about your luck. You got us.
Oh, shucks.
Oh,
Don't turn us off yet.
darn. Well, I thought about it. It was like, oh, okay. But hey, listen, we were starting to talk a little bit, and we almost forgot to start the show. We were talking, and
Mm-hmm.
one subject led to another. But tonight let's talk a little bit about, and I don't know. I mean, I know they're both Van Halen, but what I'm gonna call it Van Halen versus Van Hagar.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah.
just a little bit of difference
Sure.
on that because I know you're like a big Van Hagar person. I'm the big Van Halen person. So everything you say is going to be wrong tonight.
Yeah,
Everybody,
well, of
just
course.
just realize that
I'm
right off
used
the
to I'm
bat.
used to that. So that's okay.
But no,
That's okay.
both, when I say both groups, I know they're both really Van Halen, but they
No,
both have their merits.
yeah, you're right. You're right. They are different.
They both have their merits. It's
Mhm.
just a different sound to the group.
Sure.
So tell me, DC, why do you prefer something that no one else in the universe prefers?
Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of lashback on this, I know, but no, I always have been a Sammy Hagar guy.
Hey,
This is work in general, and I thought when he came on board, the mixture of it just was that even that much better for me.
now
That's just me personally.
let me just say
Uh,
this: I like Sammy Hagar. I
Yeah.
really do. I mean,
Yeah.
Red Rocker, amazing, and
Right.
I do like Van Hagar, but not as much as Van Halen.
Right.
Here's the
And I like
difference.
a lot of the old stuff.
Here's the
do.
difference for me is in the showmanship. Van
Yeah, there you go.
Halen, you
I
have
agree
the
with you.
showmanship of
Right.
David Lee Roth. Van Hagar, you've got a bunch of kick-ass musicians doing what they do best. So
Great point.
that's that, and I think that may be
Yeah.
where people make their decision. Do you prefer the showmanship and the
Right.
80s iconic 80s flamboyant icon?
Yeah, because David Lee Roth in his own right is
Oh,
a showmanship,
yeah.
showman and a great performer.
Amazing singer
Absolutely.
too. Let's not amazing
Absolutely.
musician in his
That's
own,
right.
but it's just when you look at the two, it's more like you're watching a complete show.
It's two different.
It's an
Yeah.
entertainment show
Yeah. It's two different
versus
things.
just a kick-ass rock
That's
band.
just rocking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I
agree.
mean,
I
I
think that's
guess if
well
you look
put.
at it, you kind of look at it like that. But I don't know. David Lee Roth just brings that 80s edge
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen.
Right.
And I know back, they were all kind of in that groove with the synthesizer and all. I mean, it all was really cool, amazing music. But for me, that's core Van Halen. But now you even look back a
Mm-hmm.
little further. I mean, they had hits in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, kind of
Absolutely.
moving through.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kind of before they took on that new persona.
Right.
And I might be wrong, but I remember watching a documentary, and I think it was Eddie Van Halen that kind of wanted to change that direction
Mm.
to the synthesizer. I remember seeing that on some documentary, which kind of
Okay.
surprised me because, he was the lead
He was the
guitarist.
guitarist. Yeah, he was a
But
guitarist.
you just look at the difference in the videos for the
Mm-hmm.
songs that each did. To me, that's what it boils down to is the showmanship versus just a kick-ass band.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
I mean,
That makes
song-wise,
perfect sense.
yeah. And you could see to me when Hagar joined, you've seen his influence on the band. It was a little more of his sound, which is going to be
Yeah.
normal because he's the lead singer. He's going to bring
Lead
that sound
guy.
in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for David Lee Roth, I guess for me, that was the Van Halen sound.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Right.
with
Right.
the outfits and that just to me, Van Halen represented the 80s. Van Hagar represents kind of early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, kind of
Mm-hmm.
out of the hair metal
Mm-hmm.
type thing.
Right.
So
Right.
that's why I think I'm more Van Halen.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, yeah, because I have to agree with you on this as well. David Lee Roth was absolute king of the showmanship
Oh, he was. There's no doubt.
for them. No, there's no, to me, there's no one even close.
No.
Um, and I don't know. I don't know if that was part of their riff. Was like he was so, kind of focused. It got focused on him so much. I don't know. Maybe that was part of the riff that took place. I don't know.
Very well could have been. I
Yeah.
don't know. I know now, didn't they try to do a reunion? Like
Yeah,
they
and
were
I
gonna,
think that kind of fell apart.
and I may be wrong, but I'm thinking they were gonna do a tour where David Lee Roth was gonna sing some, Hagar was gonna sing some,
I think that sounds familiar.
but I think all that fell apart as well.
Right. And here's the thing. My guesstimation is egos got in the way.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I mean, not on this show.
And right. No, we don't
We
to
have
worry
no
about
need
that.
for egos.
No, we don't have to worry about that.
Did you
But
say egos? Let go of my ego? Yeah, okay.
I could eat one of those.
We could do that.
Absolutely. We'll make some of those on the show.
There you go.
So
Tonight's show,
right,
we're gonna make egos.
our new sponsorship is Egos.
Everybody stare into the toaster.
And speaking of Van Halen, you can see the Ego jump.
Yeah. Right.
That's
See,
right.
and Jump just won, so I get free breakfast again.
Right.
You just voted for Jump.
That's right. I
But
voted
no,
Jump.
but I mean, really, you think just to me, that's the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of Van Hagar, that more leads me to more of the heavy guitars back into it. I guess more of the grunge metal that started coming back around in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything started moving back over, and it was amazing. I mean, could you imagine watching Eddie Van Halen and Sammy Hagar on the same stage, just wailing on guitars?
Mm.
I mean, who
Yeah.
could even imagine that?
No.
Now, did you ever get a chance to see either one of them live?
I did not.
I got to see Van Halen live one time, and it was a very unique show from start to finish. As
Yeah.
you could tell they were ready to have parties.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Just amazing.
you
And
know-
some of those guys are still at it, which is
yeah. Why
wild.
do you think their music has stuck around and been so strong sticking around? It's not
Yeah,
just
we
stuck
needed-
around.
yeah,
It's still
yeah, we
strong.
Right. We needed to talk about that. I think you said it. It's that music is electrified. It's great rock and roll. It get in your face, the kick ass kind of stuff that people love.
Yeah.
And you're right. When I think of the old Van Halen, I think of showmanship.
Yep.
And just good, strong lyrics and just great songs and all that stuff. But the showmanship, I mean, him on the stage doing his deal is something in itself. It really
Yeah.
is.
And I mean, I'm going to say this, and some people may disagree, but I don't know that there's many other frontmen to a band that compare to David Lee Roth.
No way. I have to agree with you 100%.
You know, I'm thinking across the genre now, and I mean,
Yeah.
now don't get me wrong, there's some great frontmen and women
Right.
out there. I mean, amazing. You know, you look at Steven Tyler, you look at Steve Perry.
Sure. That's done it a
I
long
mean,
time. Yeah.
The list goes on. And I mean, look at
Yeah.
AC/DC still out there churning
Right.
and doing amazing. But the mere presence of David Lee
It's
Roth
that
on
showmanship
stage,
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes back to that.
And I can't really think of anybody to compare.
I can't think of somebody that had that kind of energy level.
No, I mean, you look at the hair metal
They
bands
just
and
took control of the audience
right.
like he did.
You know, I was going to say, you look at the hair metal bands, and I guess maybe Motley Crue in their younger days
Right.
would be close.
Would have been that way a little bit. Yeah.
You know,
Vince Neil.
Yeah.
In comparison a little bit.
You know, and
With
maybe,
the showmanship and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's probably the closest one.
That's what I would think. And I kind of, I mean, and I'm going to say this again, and this kind of shows where my choice stands. Look at Guns N' Roses versus Motley Crue. I prefer Motley Crue because it's more showmanship.
There you go.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
I have to agree with you. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that too.
You know, that's what it boils down to. But
yeah,
you know, you think of some of the bands out there like Winger and Cinderella, all had great frontmen, but their presence was not David Lee Roth level.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just a different plateau to me. Yeah, different level.
I mean, to me, and I guess with the sustainability of their music, it's kind of proven itself out.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting to think about that.
Yeah, it is. It is. But what is some of your favorites from them?
You know, that 1984 album,
hard to beat, isn't it?
Start to finish.
Yeah, I agree.
You could say any song on there from start to finish. That album, that's one of the only albums where I can honestly say I can't recall a song where I'm just like, no, I'm gonna skip that song every time it comes on.
Isn't that something? Yeah, that's amazing.
That's one of those albums, and that's rare.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm a huge Bryan Adams fan, but there's even songs where I go, nope, skip.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but it's everybody. I mean, not all of them can be winners, but on that song, on that album, every song's pretty much a winner.
Exactly. And a lot of times you don't skip the songs if it's like a greatest album of somebody.
Right.
But when it's just an album, that's pretty strong.
Or like, and you know, and I'm even going to say one for Van Hagar that was a 5150.
Yes.
I don't know that there's a song on there I'd skip.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. That you named the two albums I think's the best.
Yeah, and you know, I'm looking now and I'm thinking, can you think of another artist that has an album where you can say, "Hey, I wouldn't skip a song from top to bottom on that"?
No. Not one.
I mean, I really can't. I mean,
that's pretty strong in itself.
I guess probably the closest would be like AC/DC's Back in Black, maybe. But that 1984 and the 5150, there's not a dud. You know, unlike this show, there's not a dud on there. You know,
which one of us is the dud this week?
Take your choice.
I'll take it this week. I'll take it this week.
All right. Okay. You can be the dud this week. I get it next week. It's all good.
The dud award.
That's we need to start giving that out. The dud award.
It's crazy.
Hey, but
you're right. You're right.
We have Elaine from Frontiers says, "Hey guys, it's Elaine from Frontiers. Just saw your own, so saying hello. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for joining in. Hello, good to hear from you again.
Good to hear from you.
Hope everything's going well. You can rein in on this. I think DC's the dud tonight, but we'll let you rein in on that. But in all seriousness, you know that the 5150 and the 1984 album, there's not a song where you just go skip. But I mean, you even go back to like, you know, some of the more iconic bands, most of their albums, there's at least one or two songs where you're like, yeah,
I got to skip it. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
our podcast when we don't have a guest. Yeah.
Got to skip you guys this week.
Right.
That's true.
Elaine said everything's going fantastic. LOL. So thank you for joining in. So
We
Elaine,
appreciate you.
Elaine, I'm going to go ahead and ask Elaine since she's
Yeah,
on here.
absolutely. Ask her.
Van Halen or Van Hagar, Elaine? This is for all the marbles and my free breakfast. We're just gonna. But I think it does boil down like we were talking about the showmanship of Van Halen
Mm-hmm.
versus just a kick-ass rock band of Van Hagar. I
Yeah.
mean, now don't get me wrong, Sammy Hagar puts on a great show, but it's not like we were talking about. There's not
Right.
many that reach David Lee Roth level.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And your choice of Van Hagar is why you get the Dud of the Week award. So you're
well, there
good.
you go. It's worthy then. It's worthy.
We need to start a new segment, Dud of the Week.
The Dud of the Week.
We'll have to come.
We
up
may be
with
onto something there.
We might.
Oh wow.
Van Halen with David, but I love Sammy. So I agree.
It's a mixture.
Both
yeah,
of them.
I think a lot of people maybe fall that way.
And I think a lot of people are going to agree with us that when you listen to 1984, the album, or the 5150 album, there's not a song to skip.
No.
And that's unusual.
I agree with you 100%.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look back.
I would like to know, like on a list of rock and roll albums, where both of those would fall. That'd be interesting.
That would be. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you were to rank them or find a ranking of different albums from different people.
Yep.
Where they would be on there. They would be there.
Elaine is reminding us we had this same convo when they were on for an interview. Yes. And, the cool thing is doing a Van Halen month this month.
Yeah.
We kind of got into this a little bit earlier. I'm going to ask you a little bit of a different question, DC.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think was more of the driving force behind Van Halen? Was it Eddie Van Halen or David Lee Roth? Who was more of the draw, the fan draw, the driving force?
Oh, that's tough, man.
That's a tough question. Because
since David Lee was the front guy, I guess I got to go with him, but it's not by much.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of feel more like Eddie was that driving force with the music.
Yeah.
And I think David Lee brought the showmanship. So let's flip it over to Van Hagar.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Sammy Hagar or Eddie Van Halen?
I'd have to go with Eddie.
See, on this one, I'm going Sammy because to me,
I can't get anything right, can
I? You're the dud. You're always wrong. What can I say?
Well, there you go.
To me, but I mean, seriously, to me, when you listen to the Van Hagar years, you hear a lot of Sammy Hagar's influence on the music.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. There's a lot of influence there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah. It's, for guitarists, it's Eddie, but for everyone else, it's David. There you go. I think Elaine has nailed it.
Yeah.
For guitarists, it's Eddie, but everyone else, it's David. Yeah. And even though DC said that, he was still wrong. He's still Dud of the Week. It's all good. Oh man. But either way, both iconic bands.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the same band, just different members, but both iconic.
No, I agree with you. They are different in their own rights.
Think about this. Can you think of another band that's went through changes like that and continued the momentum?
No.
I've got one for you.
I can't think right off the bat.
I want you to think about this, okay? Follow me on this. Kiss, and then, they took their makeup off and kind of changed their sound.
Sure.
And they have some changes in the group.
And that was the 80s. That was the 80s kind of, comparison to them. I mean, yeah.
Right. And then they bring back the makeup. They bring back all four original, and they go back to their kick-ass rock.
Right.
So to me, that band kind of changed their sound over time. Aerosmith, look at them from the 70s through the 80s and 90s and continued.
The 80s did that a lot to them. I mean, I guess the decade just changed. Different groups. They had to get on that wagon of, we're all competing here, so we got to kind of do something a little different than what
And,
we've been doing.
and DC, I promise I wasn't. Well, okay, maybe I was laughing at you a little bit, but Elaine put on there, yeah, but Kiss sucks, and I mean, okay, I agree. They're not on the same level as Van Halen. I understand.
Right. I wasn't going to go there that you were comparing them
Well,
two together.
I wasn't really comparing. I was just saying the change.
You was bringing an example. Yeah.
One band that's remained the same with the same sound to me and are still touring, which is amazing, is AC/DC.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still out there kicking rear end.
Yeah.
And they haven't really changed their sound that much. I mean, there was a little bit on a couple of albums.
They do what they do. Yeah.
But there again, any of those bands we mentioned, again, on most of their albums, there's songs that you skip.
Yeah.
Now, DC, I'm going to tell you, Elaine was laughing at you. She put ha ha ha, so she's laughing at you because you're the dud of the week. So.
Right. I need one of those dunce hats.
You
should be a dunce of the week.
Well, no, you need one of those milk dud. We need to get you a milk dud hat because you're the dud of the week. See?
No, that would be classic.
We're going to get you a milk dud hat to wear.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or can just design our own.
Yes.
Dud.
And since Elaine is on here, and I'm going to ask her our trivia question for the week. Unmatched, they will always.
I get to lose remote wise. Yeah.
Yes.
On the YouTube.
Hey, she makes a great point. Van Halen is a rock band, but you can dance to. You can dance your ass off to it. Yes,
that's true.
So that's a great point, Elaine. Now, Elaine, I'm going to ask you, since our guest is not here tonight, you get to answer this, okay?
She gets to answer, yes, again.
She says, again, that's why both bands have so many male and female fans, which is amazing. That is amazing.
Great point.
So, actually, I'm not going to ask you tonight. I'm just going to take the victory because I know Elaine's going to agree with me. So,
right.
I'm just going to jump right over that and just keep moving forward.
What was both the songs, by the way? I forgot.
Jump versus Panama.
Yeah, that's right. Jump versus Panama, Elaine.
Yes, Jump versus Panama.
Yeah.
So, that was the songs, but I win by default tonight.
Didn't I win with one of our guests this month about Panama? Didn't he say he liked to play in Panama better than Jump or something?
I don't think so.
Or am I okay? So I made that up.
Yeah, I think you're back to the dud of the month.
Okay, I was trying to dig out of the hole.
Oh, now Elaine has mistyped because she said she was talking about AC/DC about typo, sorry. And I know she misspelled Jump. She spelled it Panama. She just misspelled Jump. It's a typo. She's already said sorry. So it's an automatic. No, she misspelled Jump. It's a win for me. Thank you for the misspelling there. We appreciate it. She needs to come back on the show. That'd be
absolutely.
Oh, she just wrote back and said, "No, guys, once was enough for anybody." No, I'm just kidding.
Elaine needs to be one of our guests.
She does need to do some guest co-hosting. Yes, that would be amazing. Elaine, we need to set that up. We need to have you on here and get you to do some of the interviewing with us.
If she will, just send us a email at DND Dynamite 80s at gmail.com just to remind me.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you on.
See, she even agreed here when I said it was a typo spelling of Jump. She said, yes, exclamation point. I think she's talking about coming back on the show. So, yes.
Yeah. So, just do that, and we'll send you the list of
and then
upcoming
you can pick
shows.
Out. She said she'd love to. And then, Elaine, what you can do is pick out whoever you would like to help interview and join right in with us.
We love having our guests on to do that.
She said, I'm so cool and you're such a dud, DC. I don't know. I'm reading it right off I'm reading it right off here.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
All I have to say to Elaine, she said, that's right. See, there you go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes. I cannot see you now.
Yeah, I cannot see you now, but I will see my breakfast Friday morning for free because she misspelled Panama. I have it right here. Oh, man.
We appreciate her joining in.
Yes. That's you
awesome.
Made our show tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's saying, DC, this is for you. Lies.
Oh, wow.
Notice I'm not sharing the chat or showing the chat. I have it right here for me.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're twisting it whatever way you wish.
Now, would I do that?
Yes.
Who's that
Oh.
reference to? Did I do that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, I tell
Me,
you
not
what.
me.
Yes. Hey, we got a lot of great things coming up, DC, over the next couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah. Let me remind everybody, next week we have Cathedral.
Yes.
Cathedral is a tribute band to Van Halen, and that'll close us out. And the month coming up after that, can you believe it? October already. That's amazing.
Wow, dude, that's unreal.
Yeah, we're going to celebrate the Beach Boys that month.
Do you realize? Now, I'm going to say this. Do you realize we're at the 5.5-year mark on this show?
It's crazy. It's
unbelievable.
Crazy. And you still put up with me.
Elaine even said, that's unbelievable. 5.5 years of this crap?
Us too. We can't believe it.
That's what I've been saying for the last 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're going into a new month in October, and it's going to be Beach Boys. So we got one more guest for Van Halen, and then we're going to be talking some Beach Boys.
Yeah, and the Beach Boys, we've got a lot of fantastic groups lined up.
DC, we have a correction.
What's that?
Elaine has corrected you. You pronounced Rocktober wrong. It's Rocktober, not October. See? Man, dud of the day over there wearing the dud hat.
Yes.
I pronounced it right, as you can see, Rocktober.
Right. You got it right. You've got it right. Yeah. So, we're excited. We're excited. We got a lot of great stuff coming up, and I'm looking forward to all the great guests that we're going to have to wrap up the year. And, we'll talk about what direction we want to go with that and start getting some guests lined up. For,
it's going
to start happening for November.
And we have
we got to get some people going.
Agreed to come on and co-host. So, we've got some more special co-hosts. We do have a special show coming up with Tammy. We'll give a little more insight to as we get on down the road. So we're looking forward to that. Just another great month moving through. I'm going to tell you,
we'll talk her 80s book, Tammy's 80s book, and good stuff. So we got some great things to look forward to on down the line for sure.
A lot of good things coming up, DC. And I just can't believe the way this show continues to grow, man. And it's all because our people that listen in and join in.
Well, it's all about them. It's not us.
Like tonight, we ended up with a guest. Elaine joined us. So she kept us going, and we had a lot of fun tonight, and got a lot of great things coming up. Yes. A lot of great shows coming up over the next few months. I think, did you say, where are we booking into now? November, December time?
No, we're booked till October with we kind of did the theme thing for a few months, and we'll get back on track of, just mixing it and all that good stuff. So we need to talk and figure out some direction guest wise that we want to go, and I'll start getting that put together.
Elaine put on here, new direction for the show. Stop.
Oh, that's probably great advice.
Elaine said, she's glad she stopped by when she saw us. Elaine, we're sure glad you popped in as well. We appreciate you joining in tonight.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, hope all is well and everything's going well, and best wishes for you moving forward. And can't wait to have you on again and put you in the co-host seat. And, we'll either if DC can actually start getting some things right, we may let him join the show, or we may make him watch. We'll just see.
I'll just push buttons and let y'all do the show.
Well, I'm just going to let Elaine talk, so it's all good.
And now, it works out isn't that funny how that works out better sometimes?
I just got one thing to say before we get ready to go into our sponsors. Jerry Calhoun turns his back and the chain is out.
Brought out the chain.
The main event is on.
All right. Let's get those sponsors in.
Yes, let's do it.
DND Dynamite 80s would like to thank their sponsors: Hudson's Flags and More, Nesting Project of Smyrna, Tennessee, PJG Marketing, Totally Cool 80s, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, Jackie's Creations on Facebook, Riley Rhodes Art Designs at RileyRhodes.art on Instagram. And the Magic Yarn Project. Yes, yes, yes. You can find all these great folks online. You most certainly can. Check out all our fine friends.
Folks, and if you get a chance, we always kind of give a shout out here. We're very blessed to be part of two very special organizations, the Magic Yarn Project. And what these folks do is it's a group of volunteers nationwide. They hand knit head coverings, princes, superheroes, all of that for kids that are battling cancer and provide those for free to the kids. Makes a huge difference for the family. So if you find it in your heart, support their organization. Also, Charlie Bubbles cares for kids, the Vooch. What
All
they
care
do,
photos.
yes, Paul. And what they do is if you make a donation, they provide books to kids that may not otherwise have access to books.
Absolutely.
And as educators, we know how important literacy is at a young age. So please support those. What I was showing you, DC, did I show you this before? My new Aussie
No,
one
you
came
did not.
in.
That's awesome.
My new Aussie sign's
that's
going up on the
great.
wall here
Yeah.
somewhere. So
it needs to
came
be
in.
up there. It needs to be up there.
So it'll go up this next week.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Hey, man, another great show in the books.
Yeah, absolutely.
We haven't done one like this in a long time where
it was about
we just
time.
talked. Yeah, it was about time for one,
So it worked out.
It's a great show. Great show. Another good day, another good show. Other than that, folks, before I send it over to you know what? Look, man, I get to talking and I forget. Remember, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, on our website, all DND Dynamite 80s, and on Canyon Star TV. So on all of those platforms, you can find us. Please join in, give us a share, give us a shout, give us a like.
Like Elaine did. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
she just gave us the rock on, 3 times. So yes, we're partying on now. But as I always end it off before I send it over to DC, folks, remember, it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. So always be kind to each other.
Amen.
ZZ Top Mode. Here you go, DC.
And I've got it. Yeah. Once again, Cathedral, the tribute Van Halen band next week. And we will wrap up the Van Halen month. We've had some good stuff about Van Halen this month. So
been a great month.
It's been a good one. It's been a good one. So for DH, I am DC. Keep playing those Van Halen hits and any music that you love out there, any of the genre and any of the decades. Just keep playing that music, my friends. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, folks.